Hello, everybody. It's the Maximum Guitar.
Yeah, that's is that like Markiplier, the intro? I used to do
Yeah,
something like that a long
yeah,
time ago.
you used to do something like that, so I figured, hey, why don't I do it just for shits and
Yeah,
giggles, you know?
I don't even know how I developed that because it wasn't like I watched Markiplier and it's kind of similar, but I definitely didn't make the conscious choice to be similar to him. But when you did it just there, I'm like, is that Markiplier? It's Markiplier. Um,
Markiplier.
yeah,
Uh,
Yeah, I used to do that back when I did like recorded gaming videos, but I just got tired of doing them, so I do streams now. I think that's much more entertaining for me personally.
yes. Yeah, no, from a lot of the streams and stuff I've seen, like, you seem to have a lot of fun with the games and stuff. And then there's Dark Souls, and I know, like, zero things about it.
Yeah, I streamed Dark Souls a while back. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Dark Souls. And Elden Ring's coming out very soon, and I plan on streaming that at some point. Probably not when it comes out,
Yeah.
but I will stream that. Anyways, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, all things considered. I'm bothered about a few things that are going on in the gaming community, but that's just me.
Well, what's going
I'm
on in the gaming community?
so all right. First, so Five Nights at Freddy's,
Yeah, right.
right?
Okay, so we got to talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's discourse, right?
Yes, uh,
So,
it hurts me on the inside so
yeah.
much talking about it.
All right. So, I mean, obviously, well, I guess it's not obvious. I have done FNAF covers in the past. I've never really been big into it. I kind of leaned into it once on the channel for like and this is the main channel I'm talking about just to get the funny views. I think the concept's interesting. I like the idea of like sentient animatronics and like the deep lore. It's like a murder mystery. I think that's cool. I think the gameplay is like relatively interesting while cheap at times. Obviously, there was like the discourse with Scott Cawthon and everything, but I think what you're talking about specifically is the new game, and there's like
It's
there's stuff, right?
it's the new game has a lot of issues, and I mean a lot of issues. So, first and foremost, everybody knows about bugs and glitches being at the start of launch and stuff, right?
Yeah, for modern
Like
games, yeah.
like those are always a thing, always.
Most of the time, yeah.
So it had a few of those things, like you could clip through walls, you could sequence break, etc., etc. Like
Right.
normal stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's lag issues where loading in sometimes is a little bit finicky. Like
Oh no.
they said that they're going to be fixing it for sure.
Okay,
Like
that's good.
obviously,
That's good. All right.
but
Updates.
it's the fact that this game took 2 years,
Uh huh. That's always what it is. Yep.
2 years, and it came out. Not only that, but it came out on the Unreal Engine 4,
Hmm.
which a year later after they announced it, the Unreal Engine 5 came out.
Oh, so they're already behind on like their engine and everything, and
Yes, I've
yep.
noticed it, and I talked to a couple of friends about it, and literally not too long ago, the demonstration of the Unreal Engine 5 with the Matrix game, if you guys haven't seen
Oh
that, I
yeah, I
totally
have seen the
recommend it.
Matrix game.
It's free. It's free, by the
Oh,
way.
is it out right now? I thought it wasn't out yet.
Yeah, it's out. If you have
Oh
a
shit.
PlayStation 5, or if you have an Xbox, I actually recommend it. It is amazing in technical aspects. Like, literally, it looks like real life. I am not
God damn.
joking.
They
That's
made the
how much I
Matrix
love it.
real. I can't believe they made the Matrix from the Matrix real.
I can't believe they added Matrix from Fortnite
I
real.
can't believe they added Keanu Reeves from Fortnite into real life. Um.
but
Yeah.
but but anyway, the thing about the glitches and stuff, as I said, normal.
Mm.
It's the fact that they also cut a bunch of stuff out of the game.
Oh, was it?
Like,
Did people find stuff in the files?
there's a lot of stuff that they cut. They cut
Mm.
main locations looking different entirely.
Mm.
Like, look, basically, it looked worse
They
than the
made it
actual
look
trailer.
worse.
Yeah, worse.
Maybe it had to do. Maybe they cut it out due to like loading issues. Like I'm not a game developer. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but there are.
But Unreal Engine 5 could handle that too. That's also the other thing.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
they probably have to update it to that, and maybe they
Yeah,
will. I don't know if they. It with game development, it's tricky from what I understand because
yeah.
the thing is, it has to do with the craze of trying to get people excited to buy your product these days, because what people will do is they'll make a trailer for a game that they're working on and they'll release it, and then if their fandom is big, and in the case of Five Nights at Freddy's and like a lot of other games I've seen this happen with, like you got Halo Infinite, you got Hollow Knight Silk Song, you got, I mean, the big one is Cyberpunk 2077. You got a lot of these games where they release a trailer for a game that's like barely finished, and then on Twitter it's literally, when's the game coming out? When's the game coming out? I'm getting fucking sick of waiting for your game. And then people pressure them to get the game done quickly, right?
But they weren't pressured. That's the other thing. They didn't even announce the release date yet, and it took
they
them
just dropped it.
They literally, the announcement came from the videos that they were like putting out and stuff, like lore videos. Like they were having little secret things here and there, like, and then they were revealing the release date. And in the release date trailer, looked completely different than what we got.
Interesting.
A lot of other things. So something happened behind the scenes. Something.
It's possible that, do you have any idea if there was like maybe a change in leadership or something at the last moment, because that can cause issues? No, it was
I definitely don't think that's the case, because Scott himself helped out with the game, obviously.
Is he still working on the game?
I believe he is no longer working on any of the main series stuff. At most, he has a helping hand with a lot of stuff. Like he's going to be helping out with the movie. He's going to be
he owns the rights. He helped
out with the main story of Security Breach and Help Wanted. Like, it's just he let everybody over at Steelwolf Studios like work on the Five Nights at Freddy's series for him, basically.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it took 2 years, and the glaring problems is that the game is not fun.
Is it just like a bad game, period? Like, there's bugs, but is it just a bad game?
Okay, so the game itself, the gameplay is you run around, try not to die, hide in things, use your camera on your little watch thing, and that's it. That's the gameplay. You don't you just run around places to places doing objectives. It's like if Sister Location and GTA had a baby.
That's and quite the comparison.
And then the baby is like, oh, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and be very boring with the internal idea.
Boring baby.
It's supposed to be like scary. It's not scary.
Nah.
The only jump scare that's actually scary is the only human enemy that you can get jump scared by.
There's a funny human man in the game. They put a human man.
A woman, Vanessa. She literally jump scares you, and people are making a meme out of it.
This is exciting. I love new memes, because here's the one thing: if your game is bad, if your game is bad and popular, at the very least you're gonna get memes made of it. So that's the one upside, right?
I said this like a month ago. Whenever like I was like, oh hey, nothing Security Breach is coming out lately, just teasers and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm fine with that, because I'm more excited about. And I shit you not, the Fazverse initiative, which is the fan games that are being made by other people. Fan games that are being funded by Scott to be put on console.
And you're assuming that these are going to be, those are probably going to be better, right?
More than a actual studios game.
Yeah. Yeah.
FNAF Plus being one of them. Seriously, watch the trailers. I honestly want you guys to watch them, please. They're so good.
Yeah. I have always like had respect for FNAF, even though it's never really been my thing, cuz it's like I think the games are they're relatively, at least what was that one, like the sort of the big finale that Scott did that was like was it called like Final Night or something like that? I don't remember what it was. It was like a big finale thing. What was that game
It,
called?
it, I think it was Five Nights at Freddy's 6,
It
which is Pizza Simulator. But yeah,
it
that was
was
his final game, pretty much.
yeah, it was. I know up until that point he basically worked on them almost entirely by himself, and they were really simple games, and for what they were really polished. But I just want to like come out for the record and say that like after the whole controversy, like it's difficult for me to respect Scott Cawthon after all the
And
stuff that came out.
after all the controversy and stuff, it was it like looking more into it and stuff. Like I actually think more on Scott in a positive way because he actually supported a lot more of other things. Like he supported more money in other charities, and then just this one charity that decided to fund. Like he donated on so many like cancer stuff, like autism, etc.,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. But and then he donates one thing, and people raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, well, I
You know?
mean, you got to consider the fact. Okay, here's my reasoning, right? So,
Yeah,
Scott Cawthon made the conscious choice to donate money to, I mean, and again, this is just from what I gathered. I didn't get super into finding out every single little
yeah,
detail. He made the conscious choice to support a some kind of charity or politician or group of
yeah.
politicians that are definitely anti LGBTQ. And I think the reason that a lot of people, and in my opinion, very rightly got extremely upset at this
Yes.
is that the Five Nights at Freddy's, and correct me if I'm wrong because I know you're in that community. I'm not. There's a lot of LGBTQ content creators in
Oh
that
yeah, no,
community.
no, there is.
Tons.
No, no, and not only that, but he like funded a lot of them. He's donated a lot to each and every one of them more than just that or that one party.
Yeah. In my personal opinion, I feel like if you like Scott Cawthon is definitely rich as fuck. And it's great that he's using his money to contribute to a lot of positive things like cancer research or autism research like you
And
said. But you
and, and funding for the Fazverse initiative, which is
and
fan
that's good to
games.
get fan games out there, but when you like I think Scott Cawthon is an intelligent man. I think he
Yes.
he knows what he did. He It's not too much to ask to have a straight track record with that kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you
No, of
slip,
course not.
I mean, I to call it a slip up is even kind of silly because man knew what he was doing, and it's pretty inexcusable. If people want to play his games and support him, I guess that's fine. I know he made a statement about it. I personally
He
am
he's
not a
no
fan
longer
of his
he's no
character.
longer going to be
Yeah,
he's no longer going to be making any more games. He said that he stepped down from making games as he wanted to go to his early retirement.
yeah. I personally can't support him, but it's all right if other people do. I think because I know
I
that
say
series means a lot to a lot of people.
I say don't support a person's actions whenever it comes to the game because we already had another issue with the Fazverse initiative where uh another person came out as a pedophile,
Oh, yay! Was that just like someone working on one of the fan games?
So, yeah, it was a fan game
Oh,
one.
good.
Uh,
Oh
so
no.
Riddle School.
No.
Okay, well, Five Nights at or One Night at Flumpty's.
Yes,
That's
that I do know. I do know that.
yeah, that guy. Yeah,
The guy who made it
yeah,
for
yeah,
real? Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah,
No
yep.
gaming community is safe, man. Just every single I feel like so many popular gaming communities there's so many people who get power, these lurkers with these horrible crimes that they've committed just hiding in plain sight. It's disgusting, honestly. It's sad.
He's completely gone from the community as well.
Okay, well that's good at least.
Like he said that his last game of or One Night at Flumpty's 3 was his magnum opus, and it was. I enjoyed the game.
Gotta separate the art from the creator. Hey Cameron, what do you think
Yeah.
of Purple Guy? What do you think of
William, good old William Afton. Good old William
He's a
Acton.
funny man, don't you think?
Yep, good